Mathematics, they learnt many things from India. A large number of Indian medics and mathematicians had reached Baghdad, and many Arab students came to study in the Takshila University, which was still a great institution at that time, and was particularly famous for medical education. Sanskrit texts on medicine and other subjects were specially translated into Arabic. The Arabs learnt many techniques from China, like that of paper making, and they developed and perfected the techniques they learnt from others. They also invented many gadgets for the first time, like the telescope and the magnetic compass, etc. The Arab doctors were renowned in the whole Europe for their expertise in medical field. There is no doubt that Baghdad was the center of all those intellectual movements. Another center was Cordova, the capital of Arab Spain in the west. In addition to this, there were many other universities in the Arab world where the lamp of knowledge was alight, like Cairo, Basra, Kufa, etc. But Baghdad was paramount among them, regarding which an Arab historian writes that it was the capital of Islam, the favorite of Iraq, the seat of the government, a center of beauty and elegance, civilization and culture, and the fine arts. It had a population of more than 2 million, that is almost twice that of our present Calcutta or Bombay. You will be surprised to know that the rulers of Baghdad were the first to start wearing socks. Moza, the Indian term for socks, is derived from Arabic. In the same way, the French chamas is derived from Arabic kamis, shirt. Shirt and socks reached Constantinople from Arabia, and from there they were taken to Europe. The Arabs had always been great seamen. They always undertook long journeys by sea, and they established their colonies on the coasts of Africa, India, Malaysia, and even China. One of their famous sea travelers was al-Biruni, who visited India also. Like Huan Sang, he wrote about his travels. The Arabs were also historians, and our books and histories inform us a great deal about them. We all know that they wrote very interesting novels and stories. The novel of Ibn Saba is a creation of this period. Thousands of people must not even have heard the name of the Abbasid caliphs and their kingdom, but they must be knowing about Baghdad, the romantic city of the Arabian Nights. The world of fiction is more real and lasting than the world of real happenings. After the death of Harun ar-Rashid, the Arab kingdom fell into trouble. There was discord and confusion everywhere. Many provinces became independent, and the provincial governors became autocrats. The caliph became weak day by day, and a time arrived when the caliph had power only in the city of Baghdad and the surrounding villages. One caliph was even dragged out from the palace and killed by his sepoys. 26. pg. 109. 27. A mountainous region to the west of the city of Qazwin in the Gilan province of Iran. 28. Indirectly he was saying, "That is because I am a descendant of the Prophet, whereas you are not. Hence I am more closely related to him." 29. Tariq Kamil, Ibn Athir, Volume 5, pg. 90. Makatalat Talibayan, Abu al-Faraj Isfahani, pg. 465. 30. Such pseudo-scholars are prepared to sell away even the holy relics. 31. Tariq Kamil, printed in 1357 AH. Volume 4, pg. 191. 32. It is mentioned in the circumstances of revelation of Surah Kafirun that the Quraysh represented by Walid ibn Mughira, Oz ibn Wa'il, Aswad ibn Matlab and Umayyah ibn Khalaf approached the Messenger of Allah and suggested that the Meccan infidels and Muslims may live on friendly terms by sharing each other's method of worship. They proposed that Muslims worship their God one year and the infidels worship God of the Muslims another year. However, the Holy Prophet refused their proposal. 33. pg. 93. 34. This belief of ours is certified by the Holy Quran through the following verse. It is not meet for a mortal that Allah should give him the book and the wisdom and prophethood, then he should say to men, "Be my servants," rather than Allah's. 3. 79. The next verse says that it is possible that because of his perceived power a person can claim divinity. Only those persons who are blessed with faith and piety can keep themselves safe from this deviation. Author. 35. In the footnote to the 22nd problem. Ijtihad and Taiklid. 36. Ayan Shia, Volume 1, pg. 60. 37. This event, which occurred in Nishapur, clearly indicates how much the general public, and especially the Iranian public, were devoted to the purified imams. Despite the activities of the Abbasid caliphs to reduce the respect for the imams, they could not succeed in weaning the people away from devotion to the imams. Although they had taken Imam Rida, with a great respect, just to gain public support, Ma'mun issued secret orders that they must bring the imam through the route that passes through the cities where no Shia population was present. Therefore, he was taken through the route that did not have Shia population and even such places where the people did not even know who he was. It is noteworthy that though Ma'mun showed respect to Imam Rida, outwardly, he was always trying to undermine the status of the imam. That is why Imam Rida was not taken through Qom, which was the center of Shias. Also, he was not taken via Baghdad, which was the seat of caliphate and was not populated by only one sect. It was possible to bring Imam from there, but there was danger that an atmosphere could have developed against Ma'mun's caliphate. That is why he was not brought through Baghdad. In the same way, he was not taken through Kufa. They brought him through unknown routes and finally reached Nishapur. The caliph was not expecting such a reception for the imam in a city like Nishapur, and that people would leave their homes and come out to greet the imam. When the imam's caravan reached Nishapur, people surged out to welcome him. All the men and women, young and old, were waiting to accord a grand welcome to Imam Rida. The scholars of that city also came out to extend a sincere welcome. The chief scholar of this place begged the imam to allow him to hold the rein of the imam's camel, and this honor was granted. The people requested the imam to give them something which would remain as a memento, so that after he goes away, it would remain with them forever, and that memento could be nothing but a tradition, which they can write down from him directly. It is well known that at that time, 12,000 gold pen stands came out to note what the imam was going to say. To say that this hadith is called chain of gold silsilat ad-dahab because of this, is wrong. It is called chain of gold because all the narrators of this hadith are infallible imams. Since Nishapur was the center of people who were attached to traditions, they requested the imam to narrate a hadith to them. It is written that when Imam Rida looked out from the camel saddle, the people saw his countenance and remarked, "Your face and appearance is just like that of the Messenger of Allah." Thus, there was increase in the excitement of the people. After that, the imam addressed them and said, "I heard from my respected father who heard from his respected father from Holy Prophet from Jibreel from the Almighty Allah that he said, the statement of, 'There is no God except Allah is my fort. Whoever enters this fort is safe from my chastisement.'" Ostad Shahid Mutahari, Maktal-e-Mutahar, Matbua Jaim. Talamat-e-Islami, Pakistan. 38. Saying, Allahu Akbar, meaning, God is the greatest. 39. In his book, A Story History of the Saracens. 40. Nero was the emperor of Rome in 54 AD. His name is synonymous with brutality, viciousness and hedonism. He was very fond of poetry and jokes. He also sang and acted on the stage. In 64 AD he subjected Rome to arson and blamed the Christians for it. He either burned those Christians to death or threw them into lion cages as a public sport. It is said that, when Rome was burning, he was playing the lute. In 67 AD, after a military coup when the Senate sentenced him, Nero committed suicide. 41. Saddam had also imposed restriction on the ziyarat of Imam Hussein, a. Now that Saddam is dead, it was seen that on Chelam Arba'in 40th day on 2nd February 2008 the surging crowd of more than 7 million visitors were chanting, "Oh, Zahra, we have not forgotten your Hussein." The power that rules over the hearts of the people can never be destroyed.